Do you ever catch yourself looking back, wondering about the paths not taken, the words unsaid, or the dreams left dormant? It's a natural human tendency, this reflection. But for many, it can lead to a quiet ache, a heavy sigh over opportunities that slipped through their fingers. Imagine reaching a point where the biggest regrets aren't about the mistakes you made, but about the experiences you didn't have, the connections you let fade, or the true self you failed to embrace. That feeling, that poignant sense of, if only, can cast a long shadow over even the sunniest of golden years. But what if I told you there's a way to avoid that particular sorrow? What if understanding the most common regrets of those who've walked before us could actually be your roadmap to a richer, more fulfilling life right now? Today, in this video, we're going to pull back the curtain on the top 7 regrets seniors often share, not to make us dwell on what might have been, but to empower you with insight. These aren't just sad stories. They're powerful lessons, nudges to encourage you to live more fully, starting from this very moment. And make sure you watch right to the very end, because I've got something there that might truly surprise you and change your perspective. So, let's dive straight into these heartfelt reflections. Starting with a big one, the regret of not traveling or experiencing enough. Think about it. How many times have you heard someone say, "I wish I'd taken that trip," or "I always wanted to see that place"? This isn't just about grand adventures to exotic lands. Though those are wonderful, it's also about the smaller, local wonders that we often overlook in our own backyard. Life gets busy, doesn't it? We get caught up in work, raising families, daily routines, and we tell ourselves, someday, when I have more time, more money, fewer responsibilities. But someday has a funny way of never arriving, or arriving when our energy levels or physical abilities might not be what they once were. The regret isn't just about missing out on a specific landmark. It's about missing out on the expansion of mind, the joy of new cultures, the thrill of discovery, and the stories that come from stepping outside your comfort zone. To actively avoid this regret, the good news is, it's never too late to start. You don't need a passport or a huge inheritance to begin. Start small. Have you explored the natural park just an hour's drive away? Is there a charming town nearby you've always meant to visit? Look for senior discounts on bus tours, train trips, or even local museums. Consider house swapping or joining travel groups designed for mature adventurers, even if extensive travel isn't possible. Embrace armchair travel. Watch documentaries about different countries. Read books set in far-off lands. Or try cooking a recipe from a new culture. The goal is to keep your curiosity alive, to keep exploring, learning, and creating new memories, no matter the scale. Perhaps you and a friend could plan a bucket list of local day trips to work through over the next year. It could be as simple as visiting a new cafe in a neighboring town or attending a local festival you've never been to before. The key is intentionality, making the conscious choice to seek out new experiences rather than waiting for them to magically appear. Closely related to this, and perhaps even more poignant for many, is the regret of not maintaining strong relationships. We live in a world where connections can often feel fleeting, where digital interactions sometimes replace true presence. But as we get older, the importance of genuine human connection becomes incredibly clear. Many seniors express a deep sadness over having drifted apart from friends due to busyness, relocation, or simply a lack of effort. They regret not making more time for family, not resolving old misunderstandings, or not reaching out to rekindle friendships that faded over the years. The loneliness that can creep in when those vital bonds weaken is a heavy burden. To ensure this isn't your regret, prioritize your relationships now. Pick up the phone instead of just sending a text. Write a letter to an old friend. Schedule regular coffee dates or video calls with loved ones who live far away. If there are family members you've had a falling out with, Consider reaching out. Forgiveness, both of others and of yourself, can be incredibly liberating. Remember, friendship is a two-way street, but sometimes it just takes one person to initiate. Join a club, volunteer for a cause you care about, or take a class. These are wonderful ways to meet new people who share your interests and build new connections. Cultivate your existing relationships with the same care you would a cherished garden. Water them, nurture them, and give them sunlight. Share stories, listen actively, and be present when you're with people. True connection isn't about grand gestures. It's about consistent, thoughtful effort. It's about remembering birthdays, checking in when someone's going through a tough time, or simply sharing a laugh over a cup of tea. Don't let pride or busyness stop you from reaching out to those who matter most. Building and maintaining these strong networks of support and affection will be one of the greatest joys and comforts as the years go by. It's a wonderful feeling to know you have people in your corner, and that you are in theirs. Continuing our journey through these valuable insights, let's talk about the regret of not prioritizing health sooner. This one comes up time and again, and it's deeply understandable so often, especially in our younger and middle years. We take our health for granted. We push our bodies, neglect consistent exercise, make less than ideal food choices, and perhaps skip doctor's appointments, all while telling ourselves we'll get to it later. Then, seemingly overnight, problems start to emerge. Aches and pains become chronic. Energy levels dwindle, and independence might feel threatened. The regret isn't just about wishing for a healthier body. It's about wishing for the ability to move freely, to participate in activities, to enjoy life without the constant shadow of physical limitations. It's about recognizing that the body is a temple, and we often don't truly appreciate or maintain it until the foundations start to crack. The fantastic news here is that it is genuinely never too late to start making positive changes, and even small shifts can yield significant benefits. You don't need to aspire to run a marathon, but consistent movement is incredibly powerful. Could you commit to a 20 or 30-minute walk each day, perhaps with a friend, or even just around your garden? Maybe try some gentle stretching or a low-impact exercise class. Think about what you put into your body. Could you swap out one sugary drink for water? Or add an extra serving of vegetables to your meals? Even small, gradual dietary adjustments can make a world of difference to your digestion, energy, and overall well-being. Regular checkups with your doctor are crucial. Don't wait for something to go wrong before you get things checked. Listen to your body. It sends signals. If something feels off, address it. And remember, health isn't just physical. Mental and emotional well-being are equally vital. Engage in activities that stimulate your mind. Practice mindfulness or meditation, and ensure you're getting enough restful sleep. Perhaps you could explore a local community center that offers exercise programs specifically for seniors. There are so many resources available if you just start looking. It's about building sustainable habits, not chasing perfection. One step at a time, you can truly reclaim vitality and energy, and you'll be so grateful you started today. Next up, a poignant regret that speaks to the human spirit not pursuing passions or hobbies. How many of us have a secret dream, a skill we always wanted to learn, or a creative outlet we longed to explore? For many, life became a treadmill of responsibilities, work, family, keeping the household running, and those personal desires were pushed aside, always for later. Perhaps it was painting, playing a musical instrument, learning a new language, writing a book, or even getting into gardening. The regret comes from looking back and realizing that the joy, fulfillment, and sense of accomplishment from those pursuits were missed. It's the feeling of unfulfilled potential, of a part of yourself that never got to fully blossom. To avoid this regret, you need to reignite that spark of curiosity and joy. What did you truly love doing as a child? Or what have you always secretly wanted to try? Now is the time to give yourself permission. You don't need to be good at it, or even perfect it. The joy is in the process, in the learning, in the simple act of engaging with something that brings you pleasure and stimulates your mind. Community centers, local libraries, and online platforms offer a wealth of classes, tutorials, and groups for every imaginable interest. You could join a book club, take a pottery class, learn to knit, or even start a small herb garden on your windowsill. Perhaps you could finally pick up that old guitar or dust off those art supplies. This isn't about adding another chore to your day. It's about adding richness, creativity, and a sense of purpose. It's about rediscovering the playful, curious part of yourself that might have been buried under years of obligations. The beauty of pursuing passions in later life is that you often have the time, wisdom, and freedom to do it purely for the love of it, without the pressure of needing to turn it into a career or impress anyone. It's your time and your joy. And finally, for this section, let's consider a regret that often holds us back more than we realize, worrying too much about what others think. How many decisions have we made? How many opportunities have we bypassed? How many dreams have we suppressed? All because of a fear of judgment, criticism, or not fitting in. This regret is about realizing, often too late, that much of that external validation we sought or worried about simply didn't matter in the grand scheme of things. It's about living a life that wasn't truly authentic to ourselves, but rather a reflection of what we thought others expected of us. The weight of others' opinions can be incredibly heavy, preventing us from being our true selves, from pursuing unconventional paths, or from simply wearing what makes us feel good. To let go of this regret, it's time to truly embrace who you are. Ask yourself whose opinions genuinely matter to you, and for those opinions that don't, how much weight are you giving them? This is your life, and at this stage, you have earned the right to live it on your own terms. Start small. Wear something that makes you feel happy, even if it's not fashionable. Say no to something you genuinely don't want to do, without feeling guilty. Express an opinion that's truly yours, even if it differs from the group. Gradually, you'll build confidence in your own choices and your own voice. Realize that most people are far too concerned with their own lives to spend much time critically evaluating yours. And those who do judge you, their judgment often says more about them than it does about you. Embrace your unique quirks, your individual style, and your personal desires. Live authentically. This freedom, this liberation from external expectations, is one of the most precious gifts you can give yourself, and it will ensure you look back with pride, not regret, at the genuine life you've lived. Now, let's explore the financial side of life, which often brings its own set of regrets not saving or managing money better. This isn't about being a millionaire, but rather about having enough financial security to live comfortably, pursue interests, and not be burdened by constant worry in your later years. Many seniors reflect on times they were perhaps too frivolous with money, didn't plan for retirement, or ignored opportunities to save, leading to stress, limitations, and a reduced quality of life when they most need peace of mind. The regret isn't just about missing out on luxury. It's about missing out on choices, on independence, and on the ability to handle unexpected expenses without undue strain. It's about the missed opportunities to help family, to travel, or to simply relax without financial anxiety. To avoid this regret, it's never too late to start implementing smart money habits. Regardless of your current financial situation, even small, consistent efforts can add up over time. Begin by honestly reviewing your expenses. Where does your money go each month? Are there subscriptions you no longer use? Can you find small savings by making coffee at home instead of buying it out? Or by planning meals more efficiently to reduce food waste? Look for senior discounts wherever possible. Many businesses offer them. If you haven't already, consider seeking advice from a trusted financial advisor. They can help you understand your current situation. Explore options for budgeting, investing, or making your existing funds work harder for you. Even if it's just setting aside a small amount each week or month into a separate savings account, the discipline and the habit are what truly matter. The goal is to gain a sense of control and confidence over your finances, ensuring that money becomes a tool for living your best life, rather than a source of persistent worry. It's about living within your means, making conscious choices, and building a foundation that supports your peace of mind and allows you to enjoy your golden years without unnecessary stress. And finally, perhaps the most profound regret, and one that encompasses so many others not living in the present moment. In our fast-paced world, it's incredibly easy to be constantly planning for the future, rehashing the past, or getting caught up in endless to-do lists. Many seniors express regret that they spent so much time either worrying about what was to come or dwelling on what had already happened, missing the beauty, the joy, and the richness of the now, the sound of birds singing, the warmth of a grandchild's hug, the taste of a delicious meal, the simple pleasure of a quiet afternoon. These moments often pass us by unnoticed because our minds are elsewhere. This regret is about realizing that life isn't just a series of future goals or past memories. It's a collection of present moments, and each one is precious and finite. To counteract this regret, cultivate the practice of mindfulness. It doesn't mean sitting in silent meditation for hours, though that can be wonderful. It means bringing your full attention to whatever you're doing right now. When you're eating, really taste your food. When you're walking, feel the ground beneath your feet and notice the world around you. When you're talking to someone, truly listen to their words. Put away distractions and immerse yourself in the immediate experience. Practice gratitude for the simple things in your everyday life. The sun shining through the window, a warm cup of tea, a comfortable chair. Let go of what you can't change from the past and release the anxieties about a future that hasn't arrived yet. The only moment you truly have is this one. Embracing the present can lead to a profound sense of peace and contentment, allowing you to savor each day and build a lifetime of cherished, fully experienced moments. It's about appreciating the journey, not just waiting for the destination. So, there you have them. The top 7 regrets that often echo in the hearts of seniors: not traveling enough, not maintaining strong relationships, neglecting health, abandoning passions, caring too much what others think, poor money management, and failing to live in the present. But here's the powerful truth. This isn't about dwelling on what's been missed. It's about recognizing these patterns so you can actively, consciously, and joyfully choose a different path starting today. Every single one of these regrets can be addressed and transformed into an opportunity for a richer, more fulfilling life, right now, at this very moment. Remember, small changes can truly make an enormous difference to your health, your happiness, and your overall sense of fulfillment. It's not about perfection, it's about progress. One intentional step at a time. Be kind to yourself. Celebrate every little effort. And know that you have the power to shape your story. I'd love to hear from you. Which of these regrets resonated with you the most? Or what steps are you planning to take to live more fully? Share your thoughts and experiences in the comments below. Your insights could be exactly what someone else needs to hear. If you found this video helpful and encouraging, please give it a thumbs up, a like, and consider subscribing to my channel. We're here to explore many more topics that empower you to live your best life, full of joy and purpose. At every age, thank you for spending this time with me. Go out there and live your best life at every age.